I have a project coming up for the pipe rolling machine that I made a few years ago, and I hope to film that project, but before we get that far I had to remember how to put it all back together again, which shows how long since I used it last. And in the meantime someone, well me of course, borrowed useful bits of it, so it took a couple of days to round everything up and get it going again. But it works really well now. Even I was impressed, and I thought you might like to see it again, and if you haven't seen it before because it was on the other channel, it might inspire you to make something similar. You know, because if you want to roll pipe, then you'll need a pipe roller, won't you? It's all a bit rough and ready and rusty, but it was cheap to make and it really works. So what's the problem? The first thing to say is it's on one of the workshop trolleys, as you can see, but that's only necessary for me because my workshop just isn't big enough to roll long lengths of pipe. These little bars are part of my log handling apparatus. They can slide a little, which is important. And that's a hydraulic pump from a car jack. I'll show you in a minute how that works. Next comes a frame that holds 2 pairs of bearings. And those bearings hold the roller dies. I made 3 of this size and another set for smaller pipe. Each is made up of a stack of discs, and they make a profile that matches the shape of the pipe that I'm rolling. Because if they didn't fit the pipe properly, then the pipe will kink. And between them I put a chain and sprockets so that they both go round together. So far so good. Next is the third die on its own frame, which is big and heavy too. Actually, it's all pretty big and heavy. And it sits on the bars of the trolley that can slide, and it gets clamped to them because, of course, the thing about this die is that you need to be able to push it towards the first 2. So that's why the whole frame slides. But you need to push it really hard to bend that pipe, even just a little bit. And that's what the hydraulic pump is for, of course. I had to put some support in for the frame to stop it bending backwards under all the pressure. And you can see how much force is going to be needed to roll the pipe by the size of the wheel I'm using. I made that ring on this machine so you can see what it's capable of. Anyway, that's it. My ungainly but surprisingly effective pipe rolling machine. And once again, the bearings are by far the most expensive parts in it. Having worked it all out again, I had to try it, didn't I? This is galvanized steel pipe, 34mm outside diameter. It's not thick-walled and it's not thin-walled. So we'll call it medium-walled pipe. The little dollies just slide onto the end and support the pipe. They're on casters so they can move about as they need to, and it means the pipe stays level as it's being rolled, and so it should come out flat, not twisted or spiraled or anything like that. Now I'm not quite ready to start my new project, so instead I took the opportunity to roll 2 more arches or hoops for the polytunnel that needs repairing in the field. It blew out in a storm last winter, and I still haven't put a cover on it, a new cover, because I've been too busy. But I thought I'd make it longer while I'm at it, so I can store the locomotives in there, as well as maybe more wood chips for the charcoal. So I'm rolling 2 new hoops, and it's a pleasure. It's just so satisfying. The end could stick out 6 meters, but they move together as the job progresses. So basically, they would bang into everything in the workshop sooner or later. Absolutely everything, including any locomotives that are left lying around. Except, of course, I can move the whole thing out of the way on the rails as I need to. Handy, huh? So I end up rolling it one way and then rolling it the other way to avoid the furniture. This has gone all the way through once and then back again, and you can already see the curve developing. And then a couple of pumps and rolled it through again. People pay to go to the gym for things like this, don't they? I could take bigger steps than this, but this size pipe is tough enough, so squashing the pipe a little at a time is best. Just a little while ago, the pipe was in line with the rail tracks. And now look where the end is. About to knock over the tripod. It takes 5 passes and then suddenly it's ready. I could roll it into a circle, but I just want the ends to be parallel. In this case, 4 meters or 12 feet apart. And look at that! What a nice roundy shape it makes. And flat too.
Flat that way. Is that showing up? Yeah, you're in the way though. It sort of shows this side of it. Bit awkward. Yeah, that'll be. Is it flat? Yeah. I'll do it. It's a helicopter.
And this pipe is so cheap and it lasts forever, so it feels like a good job. I don't know why more houses aren't this shape. Anyone need a roundy house?